This is the reminder move for ATM lesson number 196. Heels under the pelvis, number 6. Rolling up to sit. So please lie on your back with both of your arms on either side of your body and gently scan yourself for the spaces in which your body lifts away from the floor and where your body presses down into the floor. Now if you've been following this series, this is number 6. So please lift your left arm, your head, and your shoulders and roll to your right in order to come up to sitting on your right elbow or onto leaning on your right elbow, and then come back down over to your left and do the same thing on your left side. So it's lifting your left arm or your right arm up towards the ceiling and then rolling over towards to come up on your left elbow and your right elbow. And you have to do it in a way so that your arm serves as a wheel over which the body rolls, meaning your elbow. Your body's going to gently roll over to your side and then come up. And then leave this alone, let yourself rest, and come on up to sitting. And put your left foot behind, so your left leg is bent backwards, and your right leg is straight in the front. And put your left hand on your left heel, and try to roll your left heel right and left, or in and out. And as you roll that foot in and out, and in and out, begin to move the foot closer in towards your body. So its toes kind of come under your left butt cheek. Now, as you're sitting there and you begin to bring your left foot underneath your left butt cheek, lean on your right hand behind. So lean solidly as it's standing. And place the left hand on your heel. And bend the left elbow and lean on it. So down towards the floor. So your right arm stays fairly straight, but you gently lean on your left towards your left elbow. And then come back on up to sitting. You don't have to go in all in one go. You don't have to touch the ground. But try to bend the other bend just your left elbow. Now just for curiosity's sake, you can do the same thing with your right elbow. So try to bend your right elbow instead of your left and come down towards the ground and then come back up. Your left hand still stays on your left heel, but you begin to come down with your right elbow and then come back up. And then start to go once on the left, and then once on the right. Once on the left, and then once on the right. And then leave this alone, lie on your back, and rest for a moment. Now come back over to sitting and pick your right foot backward. Your left leg is going to be straight out in front. And then your right hand is going to lean on your right heel. And go back to rolling your right heel in and out, side to side. And slowly begin to bring the weight of your body onto your right butt cheek, which is going to eventually be on top of or more on top of your right foot and your right leg. But bend your foot in a way that your toes actually come underneath your body. And now with your right hand holding onto the right heel, try to go down onto that right elbow and then come back up. So nice and slow and easy, down onto your right elbow and then back up to sitting. Onto your right elbow and then back up to sitting. And then with your right hand still on your right heel, begin to bend your left elbow. And come back up. Your left elbow down towards the ground and then come back up. And then starts to switch side to side. So left elbow to right elbow, left elbow to right elbow. And then leave this alone, lie on your back and rest. Now as you're lying on your back, place your 2 feet standing, bend your knees, and then with your left hand, catch a hold of your left ankle with your right hand. So with your right hand, you can actually just help to bring the left leg, the left foot, underneath the pelvis. As you lift your pelvis in the air, it'd just be easier to have both of your hands kind of controlling it and bringing your left ankle under. And as your left ankle is underneath your pelvis, and taking it back out and bringing it back in, taking it back out and bringing it back in, the next time that you bring your left foot underneath your pelvis, begin to extend your right leg. So your right leg is long. And once you get your right leg long and you've got your heel and your foot underneath your pelvis, take your 2 arms to the sides. And as your 2 arms are to the sides, slowly begin to lift the left arm and roll towards your right, just as you did in the beginning. And then come back. So it's as if you were going to lean on your left elbow. So you lift your head, you lift your arm onto and up and over your body, onto your right elbow, and then come back. And then do the same thing to the left. And then start going side to side. So once to the left, once to the right, once to the left, and then once to the right. And then leave this and lie on your back and rest. Now again, bend your knees, put your feet standing, and with your 2 hands, catch the back of the right ankle and bring your foot underneath your pelvis. And eventually lie with your pelvis on top of your right foot and slowly extend your left leg. And as you were doing before, extend your arms to the sides, begin to lift your head to the right and lift your head to the left. Your shoulder moves, your arm moves. It's going to be possible to roll over towards your elbow to come up to sitting, as you did in the beginning, or leaning on your elbow. And then leave this in rest for a moment. Now again, put your feet standing, bend your knees, and then from the outside, bring your left hand between the 2 of your legs and bring it in such a way that you can kind of catch your ankle from the inside, just with your left hand. Catch the left ankle, lift the pelvis up, and bring your leg underneath the pelvis. Now place your left foot on the floor and stay like this. With the 2 hands on your foot. Your leg kind of lies down on its side, and extend your right leg and try to lift your head and your shoulders once to the right and once to the left. Now again, on your back, lying with your legs long, place the 2 hands on either side of your body a bit wide, And then again, go back to lifting your head and your shoulders, and go over to the right to lean on your right elbow, and then return and go back down and go over to the left to lean on your left elbow. And see if that's easier. Is it simpler? Is it softer? What's the difference for you? Now, gently roll on over to your side, and then come up to standing on your knees. Spread your knees fairly wide apart, and then bend the right foot inward so the toes are inward. Place the left foot in the arch of your right foot, and lean on your hands on the floor, and sit gently back onto your heels. And as you're sitting on the heels, as if a moment ago, slowly begin to place your two hands behind your body and begin to slowly go down onto one elbow and then towards the other elbow. One elbow and then the other elbow. And then leave this alone, rest for a moment. And just switch your feet over. So have your right foot inside the sole of your left foot. And in that position, gradually press the hands behind you and allow yourself to go down towards your right elbow and then down towards your left elbow and go back and forth. And then leave this alone, let yourself rest. Now once again, lie on your back, have your legs long. Have your arms down by your sides. And once again, try to roll to sit towards your right elbow, and then come back and roll to sit towards your left elbow. And just pay attention, notice the small things, and see if you can feel where there's an improvement inside of you. So it's a great lesson for progression of freeing up your hips, your knees, your ankles, and your feet. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment down below, and have a great day.